Alright y'all, welcome back to the channel. I didn't notice that All-Star Game was literally only like 2 weeks away until they started actually going on TNT and announcing the All-Star reserves and the starters, and I sat there as DeMar DeRozan, Drew Holiday, and fucking Jaren Jackson Jr. got selected for the All-Star Game, and I was like, this shit needs fixing. So you know what, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna fix up the All-Star selections. But today we're gonna be starting off with the Eastern Conference. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, subscribe. Let's get straight into the content. Basically what these All-Star selections are gonna be is if they came to me and they were like, you know what, the fans are in an outrage, Laney, pick the All-Star team. I got you. And at the starters position for the guards, I have Cleveland Cavaliers Donovan Mitchell and Boston Celtics Jaylen Brown. See, the NBA, they had originally chosen Kyrie Irving over Jaylen Brown, and it looks like right now it's a consensus that Donovan Mitchell is for sure an all-star starter for the guard position, considering that he is the best shooting guard in the whole entire league. But the difference for me with picking Jaylen Brown over Kyrie Irving is that Jaylen Brown's averaging a smooth 27, Kyrie's averaging a good 27 as well, but I feel like Jaylen Brown has been doing it a little bit more on the defensive side of the ball. Kyrie Irving, he's been really good on the defensive side of the ball as well for the past month or so, but I feel like I gotta give a slight edge to Jaylen Brown considering he's been consistent on both sides of the basketball throughout the whole entire season. And another reason why I'm picking Jaylen Brown over Kyrie Irving is because I kind of like him better. I mean, this is my all-star ballot, right? He is a Boston Celtic, right? I mean, come on. As for Donovan Mitchell, we all know what he's been producing on the basketball court this whole entire season. Everybody saw his 71-point game and was like, there's no way in hell that this guy is not the best shooting guard in the league. That right there is the most points ever scored in an NBA game since Kobe Bryant in 06. That is insane to me. Not to mention, Donovan Mitchell has been better on the defensive side of the ball as well, helping this Cavaliers team to be literally the best defense in the whole entire league right now. Donovan Mitchell is easily an Eastern Conference All-Star starter, easily. As for the front court, and this is where it gets tricky, and this is the exact reason why I'm actually making this video. We have Jayson Tatum, Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. One of them gotta go. It's like that one thing you see on Twitter or Instagram, one gotta go in these 4 tough choices. One gotta go in this situation. So originally I had made this list about a week ago, and this is way before Giannis averaged fucking 38 and like 15 in a whole entire week while going undefeated. So I originally did have Giannis coming off the bench. I had Giannis as a reserve. That means Tatum, KD, and Embiid make the starters list for me. Joel Embiid has been amazing, and I want to start off with him because he has been snubbed so many times from so many things. I'm talking MVP for 2 years, give it to Nikola Jokic. All-star starter in this case, let's give it to Jayson Tatum. Let's give it to Giannis. Let's give it to KD, who hasn't really been playing. By the way, KD's been amazing. But Sunday's game against Nikola Jokic was genuinely, in my eyes, a statement game. I love it when NBA players go out there and they use something that was slighted against them as fuel to get better. And that is exactly what Joel Embiid did. That step back 3 that he hit at the end of that game was basically the nail in the coffin. Put me in MVP talks. I should be an all-star starter. That's how it is. Joel Embiid went out there and he put on a show, and that is exactly why I have him in my all-star starters. As for Kevin Durant, there's absolutely no way that I could leave this man off the list. There is no way at all. He's got to be an all-star starter because of the production that he's been giving us this whole entire season. He's having his best defensive year, in my personal opinion. He's having his best shooting year statistically. It's like Kevin Durant, even after tearing an Achilles in 2019, he's still been one of the best players in the whole entire league. And I think right now he does have a case to be the best player in the world right now. He does. Kevin Durant is basically averaging 37 and 5 with a true shooting of, get this, 69% on the season. To put things into context, this man for his whole entire career, Golden State era, we're talking OKC Thunder era, 2013-14 MVP. In his whole entire career, he's averaging a good 61%. He is up that bitch at the age of 34 by 6%. He is on a tear, man. No way he's not an all-star starter. I mean, come on. And for Jayson Tatum, there's a multitude of things. I mean, number one, he's my pick for MVP. He's been in MVP conversation this whole entire season. Number two, when he's not on the court, his team is absolutely terrible. Number three, I'm a Boston Celtics fan, so who cares? You know what I'm saying? This is my list. Jayson Tatum is an all-star starter. I'm so disgusting. I'm toxic, bro. Now that we got the all-star starters out of the way, I'm going to be announcing the all-star reserves, and this is where I have James Harden and Kyrie Irving as my 2 guards off the bench. They fucked up by not having James Harden as an all-star. When Joel Embiid was down, who was holding down the fort? When Tyrese Maxey went down, who was holding down the fort? Who the hell right now is averaging 22 points and 10 assists, damn near 11 on the season? Who is 7th in MVP voting right now and isn't an all-star? That's James Harden. Tell me, why did he get slighted? Who did he get slighted from? He was top 5 in voting. He was top 5 in voting, so something had to fucking happen for him to not even be an all-star. Granted, there might be some injuries that happens every single year, so maybe he can sneak in. There's no way in hell that you ruin a 10-year all-star streak when you're having one of your best facilitating seasons ever. How does that happen at all? How do we let that happen? For Jrue Holiday, we're disgusting. We're getting nasty at this point. I mean, come on. As for Kyrie Irving, everything I said at the beginning of the video still stands. However, I need to talk about this Kyrie Irving situation because obviously I didn't make a video on Friday and obviously I didn't make a video on Saturday. That's today. I did not upload. So I'm going to address this Kyrie Irving situation and what I think about it. Number 1, predictions. If you want to know what my predictions are, where he's going to land. If he does get traded, I do think he's going to be going to the Dallas Mavericks. I just think that that's the perfect situation for him. Number 1, Luka is literally 23 years old. Just go ahead and just pair up with him instead of pairing up with Anthony Davis, who's 30 years old and can't stay on the goddamn court, and LeBron James, who's about 70 years old and is only on 2 years left on his contract. He's going to be 40 years old and he's going to be out. There is like a little chance that Bronny is drafted to the Los Angeles Lakers. If you want to take your chances, Kyrie, go ahead. But I think that you'll have a better chance of winning a championship in Dallas rather than LA. That's just me. And I don't think that you're going to be able to get a Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Irving swap unless Kevin Durant is out the door as well. Unless they're blowing that bitch up and they're tanking and they're rebuilding, that's the only way you're going to be able to get this deal done. As for the Brooklyn Nets, you guys knew what you were doing, bro. You guys knew what you were doing back in 2019 when you signed for a guy who literally went to a team that won 73 games and the team that beat him in the playoffs. And you also signed a guy who literally has baggage off the court. You know what comes with signing Kyrie Irving. You saw it happen in Cleveland and then you saw it happen in Boston. And don't be surprised when they bring that shit to your team. And not to mention, you guys did not handle this situation good at all. You guys handled it poorly. You went ahead and you got DeAndre Jordan. That was your first goddamn mistake. You got rid of Jared Allen. You got rid of Karis LeVert. You got rid of all these guys that actually made your team. And you brought in guys like DeAndre Jordan and fucking James Harden, which destroyed your franchise, considering that he wanted out the next year. And guess what happened the year after that? Kyrie Irving wants out now. The offseason before that, Kyrie Irving asked for an extension. He didn't give it to him, but you can come back to the goddamn team. What are we doing? What are we doing? Kevin Durant wanted out. Then he's like, nah, I changed my mind. Now I'm pretty sure after the end of this season, he's going to be like, I want out as well. I'm rambling. This is an all-star video, not a Kyrie Irving video. Let's move on. So for the front court on the bench, I have Giannis Antetokounmpo, Julius Randle, and Bam Adebayo. For Giannis, it's so self-explanatory. Like I said, one gotta go. It had to be Giannis. If I could make all of them starters, I would. As for Julius Randle and Bam Adebayo, I have been enjoying them so damn much this season, bro. Let me tell you. Let's start off with Bam Adebayo. I think I've said on this channel before that I believe this is one of Bam Adebayo's best seasons, if not his best season, considering that his usage rate is through the damn roof. I think it's the highest it's ever been. Bam Adebayo has been amazing. I'm talking his playmaking has taken a jump. People still say he can't play make, and I'm like, there's no way you guys are actually watching the same product that I'm watching, because Bam Adebayo, although his assist numbers don't show it, he has been playmaking the hell out of the damn ball. Not to mention his defense is still there, and he's been aggressive as hell. His points in the paint are just some of the best things to watch in basketball. If you guys are not watching him play right now, you have to. Same thing with Julius Randle. Julius Randle is having one of his best seasons, of course. I feel like one of the reasons why I have Julius Randle on this list, and I feel like everybody else is the same way, but nobody's really talking about this, is because we went into the season having low expectations for Julius Randle. I mean, the season that he had last year, it was horrible, bro. Like, it was one of his worst seasons as a New York Knick, in my personal opinion. But then this year, he shut everybody up. Julius Randle, you're getting your flowers. Let me tell you, he's getting his flowers. And for my 2 wildcard spots, I have Tyrese Halliburton and Trae Young. They didn't put my man Trae Young on the list. I don't know why. I think everybody kind of had him off the list. Majority people had him off the list, but he's my favorite player in the league, so I'm putting him on my list. You're not averaging 27 and 10 and then not making the list, bro. I'm sorry. Obviously, I feel like the main reason is because the Atlanta Hawks have been a little up and down. They've been a little shaky. As of right now, they're like a 1 game over 500. So I don't know why he would make anyone's all-star ballot, but not to mention his efficiencies have been low as well. I mean, he's shooting like 41% or like something like that, and 31% from 3. He's been like really inefficient this season, so that could be a reason why. However, he's my favorite player in the league, and I still like watching him, so he's gonna be on my list. As for Tyrese Halliburton, he's still leading the league in assists. He's been leading the league in assists basically the whole entire season. Nobody's really been able to touch him. Even when he got injured, nobody was able to get their shit higher than his. Nobody. And he came back and he's immediately looked good. I mean, I think he's 2-1 ever since he's coming back. So there's no way I'm leaving Tyrese Halliburton off this list. The NBA obviously had him on their list. Everyone had them on their list. It's basically a consensus. Tyrese Halliburton is for sure a first-time All-Star. But that's all I got for y'all today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I'm filming this on Saturday. You guys are going to see this on Monday, and then you're going to see the Western Conference on Wednesday. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Look out for your sub boxes on Wednesday, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.